Hey team, wanting to make a video because I have been politicking today. I've been doing a lot of kind of research stuffs and um, just looking at different issues that we're facing right now. And a lot is going on politically, especially with the federal government and Minnesota right now. We've just had an issue with Renee Nicole Good. She was murdered and she was shot in the head, and then now, of course, we have the fallout of that because we have ICE down patrolling and looking for illegal immigrants, and that generally has the precedent of being disliked by many communities, and our city's area is no different in that initiative. It's snowier than some, but it has been an interesting experience with that, and I've just been, watching everything because I'm not in the Twin Cities proper, so it's all been online. But it's been very dramatic and a lot of protesting, a lot of upheaval. People, I can understand, like, ICE, they are illegal individuals. They have had time. They knew that this was coming. It wasn't a surprise. So we have heard the stories of ICE in different states, and so it is our turn. They had illegal immigrants did have a lot of time to get out before now, and so they did choose not to, and so this is a natural consequence of that. But they also had time to get immigration papers in order, to perhaps figure out getting home and then coming back if possible, or they've had options to make themselves a little more legal, arguably. So depending on, of course, where they're coming from and things like that, but it's been a day, and we just had the death of Renee Nicole Good, and so we are disagreeing with the federal government right now, officially the state of Minnesota, and so that's developing even now, and so I would like to see us sue, just because I feel like the training that ICE has been given has not been enough. They did not have enough time to actually teach the boundaries of their roles. I feel like they got, Trump took office and then they were on the road already. I feel like they should have taken more time because a woman was shot in the head and died over illegal immigrants who, most of them, I guess I can't argue that, but like however many are, like, their primary crime is just being here for too long. And so not paying taxes, and that's that is a civil offense versus shooting someone. It does not seem so dire that we would need to shoot people, because people happen to be in the country. So I don't care for that dynamic. I think that they should have been more mindful of that when they were deploying these agents, these individuals. And so we have that dynamic going. And so unique, very unique, to be worrying about that. And then we've got Trump with the president in Venezuela, and now they have the oil execs in, and I was getting all up in arms about it because of the governmental corruption that I've heard tell of, and that the drug cartels, and trying to mitigate that. And but then I've looked at the map and I looked at it, and I remembered Trump's initiative when he first took office. He wanted to take over the Panama Canal. And so I'm pretty sure that this is actually just about the Panama Canal. Like in the Venezuela specifically, I'm wondering how much might be fake news, or like just a way to get attention and spark that alliance with Venezuela in a flamboyant way. And but I'm presuming this is about the Panama Canal, and maybe we're like we made an agreement as part of a new alliance with Venezuela to get the Panama Canal. They want to have a stronghold in Venezuela because it's right, it's strategic. And so it makes sense to build this alliance and to offer money in exchange for any untapped oil. It makes sense. It's practical business, but it's been very dramatized. If they want the Panama Canal, they want to take it back from Panama. So, I actually kind of feel disappointed because I wanted to take on all the corruption in South America, and like all of it, and not just Venezuela. And I didn't care for hearing about the oil, and now it just seems like, oh, this is actually just about something completely different, and it's not about but drug dealers are still being deemed terrorists. But he said, Trump said that it was just the boats, and they didn't anticipate declaring war against anybody. And so, maybe this is just an alliance, but a very sparkle dazzle one. so so good. I know. I thought about it. I saw the map and I was like, I'm pretty sure, like, this is pretty straightforward. It's very logical. so so good. Obviously, we could have looked at Colombia, which is right next door, but some of their oil execs are also on board, and so who knows? but but that's kind of where. So now I feel relief, but I also feel disappointment in that. And then we've got the whole, like, I guess I don't really understand the strategic element of taking back the Panama Canal, which is why I'm a little disappointed, because, like, I looked on the internet and it said China has taken some of the port, but Panama does control the canal, and so now, like, Panama had the canal, and now they just want to take it back from Panama. And so it seems I don't even know that we would need, like, warfare for that, or what exactly. But yeah, so it's been a day just researching elements of what's going on today, and hearing about Greenland. We are going to take action on Greenland, and I don't care for that. I would prefer if Greenland, and I don't agree that Russia and China are making moves on Greenland at all, in the way that Trump is worried about or implying, unless they're symbolically talking about them just getting more money. So no, we're getting more money. So I think I've been overthinking it, and but it's been a very productive day in that I have been studying it. I've been studying politics and governance and the legal system also, so that's been very good. But yeah, so Iran is also a thing with the riots that are happening in Iran. Iran, sorry. Um, so that's something to kind of look into also. But I have been overthinking it quite a bit, and so I'm going to take a step back on that. So, all right, good. I will talk to you later.